Follow up and follow through. The fortune is in the follow up. I've had deals that have come around 6 months, a year, 3 years down the road. I think I've even had one 5 years down the road. So you always want to follow up on deals that did not become a deal. And even if you're in the real estate business, you still want to follow up on transactions that you've closed in your past clients and just stay, just from a networking standpoint. So in every way, with your network, with your deals, with your past clients, you always want to follow up on everything, but you want to ask permission. So if you're talking to motivated sellers and they don't want to sell right now, then you ask permission to follow up. And you say, hey, do you mind if I follow up with you? Sure, that'd be fine. When would be a good time? A month or two, or what are you thinking? Well, we might be interested 6 months, maybe a year. So put them in your list to follow up with in 6 months to a year. Don't be a nuisance. Don't harass people. Don't call them over and over and over until you get an answer. Now, initially, if you have a list and you're trying to reach somebody, then yeah, absolutely, you want to try to reach them every day for a week, and then maybe once a week for a month, and then maybe once a month, and you leave them in your list. If they're not responding, and you've got a sequence of text, email, phone call follow-ups, and you're not getting an answer, keep them in there and tickle them every, maybe once or twice a year. But if it's an active individual, make sure you always ask permission to follow up again. Hey, is it okay if I follow up with you in a couple of months to see where you're at? You just never know, right? We all sell sooner or later, and I want to be there for you when you're ready to sell. If it's an investor, obviously you're going to follow up with them, stay in front of your investors on a regular basis. And if it's, if it's deals that you've closed and they're past clients and you're in that business, you want to stay in touch with them every, once or twice a year, something like that. So make sure your follow-up is appropriate. But just remember, you're in the business for the long haul. It's all about consistency. It's all about follow-up. So whatever your system of follow-up is, make sure you're consistent with it. Make sure you have a multiple touch system of follow-up between mail, text, email, phone, with all of your investors, all of your sellers, all of your past clients, everybody that you're doing business with.